Yeah, what's happening? We're back from a mad week. You know, Conor McGregor week. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. How's your week been, man?
Yo, it's been great. Busy. We're working that. But yeah, it's been... And then even the World Cup, man. I mean, World Cup, the Euro Cup, man. The European Cup and everything. Now, I mean, like all that, like with Connor, the European Cup. It's been a mad week. Mad week. But we're here to talk about it. Like you say,
Let's talk about it.
Yazerski.
Okay. Look, we're gonna do a preview of this week's card. We're gonna fly through it, pick our bonuses, and all of that. But first, let's see how you did last week.
I didn't do too
Uh,
well, did I?
actually, from what I got here, you did the best out of all of us.
Did I? Come on.
You did the best out of all of us.
I'm
But
coming. I'm coming.
let's break it down. So the prelims, you went with, let's start with Duplessis. So Duplessis versus Trevon Giles. We all went Duplessis. Duplessis came on, and
Big
yeah,
time. Big
you know,
time knockout.
it's one of the, and the
Big
thing
time.
is the first round was so rubbish. The way Duplessis was fighting in the first round, I was thinking to myself, like, bro, you need to get a little bit more technical. You need to get a little bit more technical with this. Salute to everybody that's just coming into the chat right now. Salute to all of you lot as you're rolling in. Thank you for joining us. Please, as you come in, hit the like button, share button, subscribe button, show us some love. You guys are the reason why we're here.
We
Obviously
do
to talk
this.
about, obviously to talk about what's been going on. So Duplessis, for me, it wasn't that technical in the first round. Second round, the way he put Trevon Giles away, especially in his debut, I thought that was fantastic.
I said
what did you
debut.
make?
Second, the
The
second fight.
second fight, yeah, his second fight. What did you make of the performance?
Like I told you guys, like I said, sometimes when someone's held a belt for a very long time in a division, unbeaten and stuff like that, you start to look at them differently because like how could they defend that? How could they be that long lasting in the division? And you see many styles as well because obviously when you go past 5 fights, they start to give you every type of style because even the people that have the belt, the organization want to see the belt's hands change a little bit as well to make money, to make more money. So to have the fights he's had and then to the defense that he's had in different organizations, being champion, I kind of knew he'd faced every kind of style. Yeah, so I knew he'd know how to handle it. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
Especially after the first round. I didn't see that
that's
coming.
yeah, for real,
But
for real. Look, yeah, why not? Big why not? He clocked it, man. He said Maggie on site, fam. You know what I mean? We
no, no,
see
no,
you,
no.
we see you, we
No, no,
see
no,
you.
no, 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 no. It's not Magnum, please. I'm not with the Magnums.
Well, you're on that rubbish thing. Wagwan.
Yeah.
All right, all right,
I'm
all
on the
right.
rubbish. Oh, okay, okay.
I'm on the
Listen,
Hague, man. I'm on the Hague. I'm
listen,
on the Hague, fam. You
listen.
feel me?
You
Hague
see, you,
orange.
you see them rich boy flex.
Shut your noise, man. I'm just saying, I'm on the Hague.
He
Let's get
had,
back.
he was drinking proper 12 that night.
Yeah, it was nice too.
He
You
was,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
all right.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that, man. We'll get to that. Hey, that was full house by
Full
all of
house,
us.
yeah.
Chig went for it. I went for Duplessis. You went for Duplessis. Fantastic knockout from Duplessis. Hopefully, we're going to see what's next for him. Ilya Tapira and Ryan Hall. Now, I've got to ask what Ryan Hall was doing in that fight. I,
Why?
I, I keep asking myself, like, why was that the only approach to the fight? He just kept rolling down, doing this roly poly thing, just kept
Nah, he's looking for a leg lock, innit? Ankle lock, ankle pick. Mister
like,
Mister Fig, Mister Figgy's famous words. El Kukui.
Yeah, but like it's fam, it's mad, it's
It's
mad for
jujitsu,
me.
isn't it?
But
It's jujitsu to get him on the
and
ground.
yeah, obviously you know we see what he was trying to do. We see what he was trying to do, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Like you've got to have a different approach to a fight. If your plan A don't work, surely you have plan B and plan
B,
C. You know what I
C,
mean?
D,
But
E, F.
yeah, you gotta have other ways to approach the fight. But you threw a lazy wheel kick as well. 'Cause he threw a couple before and Tupura kind of, you know what I mean, maneuvered out of the way. This time he caught it. He caught him there, dashed him down. It was almost like a half guard in a crucifix because his arm was trapped behind him. And my man just rained on him, man. Just rained on him till he couldn't take no more. And yeah, referee had to get him off him. That was a fantastic win for him. Michelle Pereira. By the way, you and Chi went for Ryan Hall. I went for Topira. So that's a good one. Michelle Pereira, Nico Price. Chi went for Nico Price. Me and you went for Michelle Pereira. And bro, I've never seen a man do a backflip into the mount. Have you ever seen that before? Like sometimes, and I tweeted that earlier on that night when we was talking about Michel Pereira. Like, I guarantee you, Michel Pereira don't even know what he's gonna do before he does it. That brother's off key.
I know.
He's off key. But yeah, good win for him. Good win for him. I mean, Nico Price gave him all little handle. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? Nico Price gave him all little handle, but good win for Michel Pereira there. Carlos Condit, Max Payne Griffin. I went with Natural Born Killer. It didn't happen for him. He came short. Max Payne Griffin inflicted the pain on him. Talk to me about that one, my brother. You actually went for him
Pain.
as well.
Pain. That's all we could say. Pain. You know why? Because look, I've always said with Condit, yeah, Condit's different right now. He's not. He's. I don't know. Ever since that loss to, I don't think it was GSP. I think it was more. Who did he lose to? That Robbie Lawler.
Right, right.
That fight where I thought he won at the end, where he had to stay on his feet around 5 to survive to win the fight, and then they went the other way, and we were like, "What the what? What?" Yeah. I think ever since then he's been half-hearted with UFC.
Mm.
And
But is that what 2-3 good wins on the spin?
yeah, but
So he's on the fight win streak.
When you look at who he's fought, he should beat them. Bless you.
Thank you.
Not people like Griffin. You know what I mean? When you look at people like Griffin, you think, nah, no way at all. We have to. You know what I mean? You got to be brave to bet on Condit against people like Griffin. And look, Condit's a great fighter. Great fighter.
Well, still split
back in the
decision.
day.
It wasn't like it was a beat down. You know, it's still.
Look, let me put it this way. Carlos Condit of 5 years ago would have beat. No, not even 5 years ago. I say Carlos Condit of about 7 years ago would have beat.
Salute to my boy Diego C. Palace. Thank you very much, my brother, for all the support. Salute to you, and hope your family is well. Go and enjoy your time away.
Yeah, Zersky.
Yeah, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carlos Condit, you were talking about.
I feel like him over to a few years ago would have been much more trouble, but I don't know. I just feel like he's not there anymore. It's not himself. Yeah, he's motivating himself to be that guy or whatever it is, but you know, it's kind of like it's Cowboy in a way. The only difference with Cowboy is Cowboy can go through pain to get something sometimes.
Yeah.
He can't. Yeah, he ain't the same. He can't go through the pit. Yeah, he can't go through that kind of pain to like he'll just go for he's just there, but he wouldn't even push himself to win. Whereas Cowboy can get the win out, he can't. That's the difference between him and Cowboy. But they're all kind of like the same, not really all heart in it. Cowboy might convince himself that he's all heart in it, but he ain't been in it since Rafa dos Anjos beat him up. Yeah,
man. So, okay, let's get on to the main event because the main event opener was crazy. It was out of this world. I certainly weren't expecting it. Sean O'Malley versus Chris Moutinho. Now I saw this green-haired boy. He weighed in. He's coming in with a record of 9-4. I'm thinking this brother, obviously, with the hairdo like that, you definitely want people to know who you are, because O'Malley is coming in with crazy hairdo as well. So both of you might as well get in there with your crazy hairdo, do what you're doing, and I thought O'Malley was just gonna go in there, first round, smack him up, get the hell out of there, bro. How wrong was I? Tell me how wrong I was.
You know, like in the movies when they talk about the Joker, yeah, that was a real Joker. We saw in real life. He don't go away. Like, you, no matter what Batman does, Joker never goes away. That that was what it was. This guy was, and to be honest, I was quite pissed off with Herb. Very, 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 very pissed off with Herb. Like,
what did I say?
Yeah,
after that fight there.
Yeah, really, really pissed off. You see, yeah, Herb fucked it up. He's got only 28 seconds, or how many ever seconds it was to go?
Yeah, something like that. I said, boy, you know what? After that, I do not see Herb reffing another game tonight. Did I not say that? And that was at the first. I was surprised when he rocked up for the main event. I thought, holy shit, what's going on here? But let's get back to Sean O'Malley and Moutinho. So Moutinho took 177 punches to the head. 107. And we're not talking like, you know what I mean, pat on the head. We're talking about combos, serious combos that we've seen taking people out. Like the type of, I've seen this boy got dropped and then came right back up. Look, you see that NLE chopper tune? I was saying to my son, who was sat next to me, I said, he should walk out to walk him down the next time he comes out. That NLE chopper tune. That's what he needs to be coming down. He needs to be walking out to that tune there, blood. If he does that, he goes up there again. You know what I mean? But
you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if someone knocks him out in the next fight.
They probably will.
No, like quick, like first round knockout, bang.
You
know why it would surprise me? I don't think Sean O'Malley was catching him in the right, like he wasn't catching him in the right spot. There's
people in that division that got power from hell. So I'm not saying O'Malley is right. You know what I mean? There's still people like Cody, and there's people in that division that got power from. If they summon it properly and bring it from hell, if there's someone that thing, we see what it does.
If there's someone.
There's someone that thing from hell.
You mean gauntlet, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you know what? You and Why Not must be thinking the same thing, man. You feel me? You and Why Not must be thinking the same thing. They saying that brother's got granite chin, man. Like, I ain't seen a chin like that in a while. It made me appreciate, you know, the new meaning of having a chin, and that brother's got it. He's got it, at least for that one fight. I don't know, like people always say, like people always say, yeah, if he goes and get knocked out in his next fight, they'll say, oh yeah, that's that last fight already softened him up, so that's why he got easily knocked out. You know what the narrative is gonna be, you know what I mean? And if it carries on, they say, yeah, I always knew he's got a granite chin. So people are just waiting for this guy to get knocked out so O'Malley can get some credit. O'Malley will probably be the first person on the internet to take credit for it. I say, I'll soften that boy up for you. You know what I mean? So whoever knocks him out first, trust me. I don't trust O'Malley not to do like a Conor or John Jones, how they like to take over people's shine, you know. I don't trust him not to do that. He seems like that kind of brother. He's been trained by the best. He seems like that kind of brother, you know what I mean? So
that's true. That's
okay. This is the one that you're gonna like. Irene Aldana, Yana Kuniskaya. Bro, I don't know. It's again, Yana Kuniskaya almost came into that fight. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn this into a rough fight and see where it gets me. Whereas Irene was she had things in the back pocket, aces to draw out, and you already knew that anyway because you picked her. Talk to me because you was bragging the whole night about it, anyways.
Nah, because obviously, I like the way what's her name came. Yeah, Kuniskaya came into the ring because I knew she lost already. Because as Ola was saying, I was already bragging from the beginning of the fight, even before they threw a punch or whatever. I said, "My girl got this. My girl got this. Like, we got this in the bag. We're loose. We feel great." And Ola was like, "Yeah, but Kuniskaya means business. Get me?" And Kuniskaya started great. She started great. Ola was like, "Yo, you sure? Are you sure you're confident about your girl?" Ola gave me that. You confident about your girl? Look, but my girl, as always, comes good. You know, we fucked up against Holly Holm a little bit. We look at the legend like, you know what I mean? It's a legend. It's Holly Holmes. We can't knock her head off. If it's Amanda Nunes, we knock her head off. But Holly Holmes, we got respect for her. You know what I mean? She's too nice. We like her. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we didn't do that to her. Yeah, but we're coming for the champion. We're coming for the champion. That's all I can say. We're coming for the champion. For
Yeah,
real,
her
for real.
time will come. She will get to dance
She
with the
can fight.
champion. She will get
She
to
can
dance.
fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Not doubting that for 1 minute. You know, she's one of the very few in that division that got knockout power. It's crazy. It's crazy to put Kuniskaya out like that.
And
That's
also,
wild,
she's
bro.
very humble. She's very, very,
Oh
very,
yeah, I like
very
her.
humble.
She's always ready to fight. She's
Very
game to
humble.
fight. She'll take another fight in the next month because she's healthy. She's just one of those people, that Kevin Holland type of person. You know what I mean? Like, put me in a fight. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. When do you want me? When, where, and when?
I don't
Man,
like the comparisons, though. I don't like the Kevin Holland. Man.
no, well, the comparison is to do with them being ready to fight anyone at any time.
Yeah, I know, but
Short a note. She's just
skill
one of those.
level, the skill level.
Oh, so because Holland lost to a couple wrestlers now, all of a sudden the skill level is not there no more. Huh? Look.
We want someone that's gonna take out.
Let me read this one from Why Not, man. Why Not? Big up to you, man. He says, Will, you saying he's used up all his lifetime of chin powers in one fight?
Nope, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, I've seen this before in boxing, more time in boxing, where some guy goes in against someone who was meant to knock him out, and he lasts 12 rounds, and they give him all the praise in the world. Goes to the next fight, then bang, like the first round, the first couple of rounds, some pillow fist guy just knocks him out, and you're thinking, what happened there? He survived against this guy, but how the hell did? I'm just saying, some people just know how to catch you in the right spot. I think O'Malley was more going for more, how do you call it, volume than accuracy and trying to knock him out.
The combinations were mad.
It was just going for volume and everything else. He wasn't trying and even when you look at his knockout punching, like look at them, they were so wrong. They were flush on the face, flush on the face, flush on the face. You want to knock someone out, it's to the side. It comes at an angle. Sorry, bro.
If you
comes
see
at an angle.
If you see what I said in the preview, that the UFC obviously they're trying to build O'Malley up. They're trying to almost fast track him. Salute to Dante for coming through. Big up to you. So he says, look, this is Chris Moutinho, 9-4 record. Go and look good against him. And I think that's why Herb stopped it when he did. Because as good as O'Malley looks in the overall fight, because that's the most strike he's ever thrown in any fight. Obviously, he never lasts 3 rounds. He's barely out of the first round most of the time. So he faced a new but he got a new personal record, if you like, for the amount of strikes thrown in
face
one
a new
fight.
demon.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think Herb stopped it because they were trying to keep that knockout going on his record, because this is going to go as a TKO. You know what I mean? Because Herb stopped it. But really and truly, it should have been a decision. And that boy don't have a whole lot of decision on his record. And that's what they're going to keep selling till they get into the level where he's going to start, facing very, very steep competition. So that's how I think it's gonna go. But let's get back because we've already dealt with O'Malley, we've dealt with Irene Aldana, Tai Tuivasa against Greg Hardy. Bam bam, and what a knockout! What a knockout! Greg Hardy wasn't even looking; he was looking that way, and the thing just took out his eye socket, man. Like, oh my
He
days.
held his eye on the way
Yeah,
down.
the way it dropped him, man. I've never seen.
Bro,
That one must have hurt him. 'Cause he didn't see
yeah,
it coming.
yeah, but it wasn't even a knockdown. It wasn't even a knockout. You know why it wasn't a knockout? Because he hit him in his eye, and he held his eye straight away, like, ooh.
That eye must have hit the back of his skull and bounced back forward, man. Like I don't know how he survived that. How the man still got eye.
Yeah, but you can't get knocked out. You can't get concussed from how much hitting you here. Nobody will get concussed from that. Nobody, unless maybe the impact on his brain shook his brain so much that it shut his whole body off. But I don't think anyone, especially a fighter, to get knocked out by someone hitting your eye. Your best thing will happen, your eye socket will break. The way he held his eye, I thought his eye socket broke. That's what I was thinking. Because it was like,
Yeah,
ooh, he
it was a
literally done
crazy one. And the best part, I think all of the part of Tuivasa coming into this fight, this man came all rolling, dropping shoulders, dancing to Spice Girls like that. All the girls were
If
bopping.
you want to
They
be
were,
my lover.
yo, I couldn't believe my eyes. I see brothers singing to
A
the tune.
grown man.
Grown
A
men
grown
are
man
singing
coming
word
into
for
the
word.
octagon with "If You Want to Be My Lover." He's about to
Bruh.
inflict violence.
Yo, he got the girls them grooving. The cameras were all panning on all the females in the arena. The man them were singing the song.
If
He
you want to
was
be my
dancing to it. He's
lover,
rocking to it.
you have got to
It go
get
it go it
up,
go it
take
goes
it
in
and
there because
see.
I was thinking to myself that hold on, anyhow you come in to Spice Girls
You
and
gonna
get
win.
knocked out by Greg Hardy, it's over for you, bro. You know what I mean? But yo, he did well with it. He did
He
well with
got
it.
rocked. He got rocked as well. Just before the knockout, he got rocked.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Spiced it up.
Dante
He
was just
spiced
talking
it up.
about it. Trevasa Walk was spiced it up, man. Got all the girls moving, But look, at the end of the day, he's
Everybody.
yeah.
What, did you not see the crowd?
The crowd was going mental.
Did you not see the crowd? Look, go watch the fight again and see his walkout. Watch the crowd, the way the crowd were going.
The
You
crowd
see.
was they were going mental for him. And on the way back, my man must have done what about 5 shoeies. Someone even put some hot sauce in it. You know what I mean? He drank it and fight. I'm like, you man are crazy, man. Why you put your hot sauce in the team, man? I should have enjoyed
Yeah,
the bit.
mate.
But one thing I did find out, they're saying people they're saying people gotta spit into the thing before they pour the beer in. What's that all about? Like Australians, man. Like, come on, boy. In this COVID era,
Listen,
like, you not gonna sort yourselves out, man. You know what I mean?
listen.
Why you letting strangers? Why you letting strangers spit in your thing before you pour the
Thank
thing
God
in?
I don't do no shoeies.
You
Thank God I
know
don't
what I
do no
mean?
shoeies. I ain't gonna be doing no.
Any Australians out there watching us, I beg you, man. You know what I mean? Like, God damn, sort it out. But look, fantastic celebration. I love the after celebrations, and it was very deserving of performance of the night that he got because he literally rocked it from walking in, doing the fight, and coming back out. The whole thing was flawless. The whole thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing him fight next. I can't wait to see him get back in the octagon. So your boy Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus my boy Dorino Burns. You got burned, blood.
I got burned hard. Like, and also, people, you might not know this, but behind the scenes, I've been giving Ola a lot of shit about the Wonder Boy being the one to beat Usman. Yeah. I've given Ola a whole heap of shit about Wonder Boy being the one to beat Usman. And how his style, you haven't seen it, how the takedown, the fact that he hasn't been taken down and things like that. How wrong was I? How wrong
Yeah.
was I? I was
Yeah.
so wrong. It's unbelievable. Like, I got that
Look,
so rough.
Gilbert came in. He had a game plan, executed perfectly. Because a lot of people they might think, oh, it's boring. Oh, listen, you're fighting Wonder Boy. There's only one way to beat Wonder Boy. You can't go in there. You either got to beat him to the punch and make sure your punch is packing like Pettis did, or just take him down as much as you can. If you're able to, if your skill set allows you, because Wonder Boy has got a hell of a takedown defense as well. It's not one of those that's easy to take down like that, you know. So to me, it's just I don't know, man. You can't go around. You can't go around and you can't go around and do that, man. I just think he needed to stay focused, stay with the game plan, execute it properly, and he did what he needed to do to be able to get to the point where he can now make call outs. What did you make of his call outs? That to me, that's more interesting than the fight.
He called out Masvidal, right?
Called out Masvidal, called out
and
Colby, called out Leon. Anybody that's in the top 5 is called out. And Wonder Boy, he just thought Wonder Boy that's in the
because look, at the end of the day, he knows he's not going to get the Usman fight yet, and all the guys he's called, other than Masvidal, all the guys he's called have got a shot to the title. So if he beats them, then he's got a chance to get back into the title range. You get what I'm saying? Beating Wonder Boy wasn't really like, I don't know, it wasn't really that great. Or if Wonder Boy had beaten someone from the top 5 or something, then winning against Wonder Boy would have been a thing for him. But he just eliminated a guy who would have been potentially going for the title. That's what he essentially did by beating Wonder Boy. So what he's doing is calling out the guys who he thinks are probably in line for the other than Masvidal, because Masvidal's already fought twice, and we wouldn't want to see the third one, would we?
I don't know. You know, Kamaru might kill us to death with another boring fight against Masvidal. You get me? So, why not? That was at you still. That was a gun at you. Why not? You feel me? Kamaru might kill us with another boring. He might just bore us to death with another Masvidal fight, man. You feel me? But
poor boy, why not's last thing? I think I was reading that. This last one.
What, this one here?
Yeah.
He said it wasn't the most boring fight. Kamaru is more boring. Burns at least mixed it up. So I like Burns a lot. And I like Kamaru, as you can tell. But Wonder Boy, I think I don't know where it goes from here, because he's just beat Vicente Luque, and Vicente Luque is just beat Woodley that got him up there. So where does Wonder Boy is between a rock and a hard place right now?
He stays where he's at. He's got to just hope that someone who gets beat fights him.
Yeah,
from the top.
Dante says, shout out to Dante, my guy. He says, I don't agree about Usman. His fights are getting better to watch each time I see him.
Dante, I'll disagree. I only disagree with the fact that we had the Colby fights, and then we had Masvidal 1.
That's a good one. Look, Kelly Melia got a question here. She's had to repeat that question twice, and I don't like you having to repeat it twice. So I should have done it earlier on, but it came in way early when we were talking about the prelim. So here's Kelly Melia.
What is this, boxing or MMA?
Versus MMA, boxing versus MMA. So Thornton Shannon Briggs versus Rampage will be a fun press conference. Those two are trash talkers. Those two are hotheads.
What he's going in as a boxer, and one is going in as MMA.
I've not actually seen anything. This is the first thing I'm going to be seeing about these two. So if you know
MMA fight, then the MMA fight will win it.
If you know anything, I think it's Rampage going into boxing. I don't think it's the other way around. Briggs will never come into MMA like that, man. Come on, man. I think it's Rampage going the other way. So, but like Kelly's saying, forget the fight. You already said who's gonna win. but she's talking about the press conference. How mad is the press going to be? You know what I mean? With those two, knowing their character, knowing how much of a hothead they are, I think it'll make for a very, very good press conference. I'd watch it. I'd watch it just for that alone. That in itself, I'd watch it. Quick question here from Abs. Salute to you, 6 Abs. 6 Abs. Jeez, I thought you had 12. He says, if Conor McGregor and Khabib had a rematch, who would win? I almost, I
That's not a
nearly,
question.
I
That's
almost
not a
wanted,
question.
I almost wanted to do a Martin Vettori kind of impersonation. That how's that even a question? If you haven't seen Fadila Mojihad, please go watch him. He is a staple on there. It's like one of his where I always say Connor's favorite line on there is my foot was a balloon. My foot was a balloon. And Dana's one is like, shut up. 100%, 100%. So look, if you haven't seen it, please go and watch it. It's funny as fuck. So going back to your question, uh,
If
to answer your
Conor,
question, if to answer your question, honestly, Khabib would just will
no,
slap
no,
him
no,
once
no.
Khabib.
To answer your question, go and watch Gagey versus Khabib. Then talk to us.
That's another one. Yeah. So why not said the first Masvidal fight was dead by the second one, it had a little salt on it. Like
Yeah.
but you gotta
Yeah.
remember
But I did say,
that first fight was on short notice because them Usman was training for a completely different man with a completely different style. He took the fight on short notice as well. So you can't expect more from a title fight. Who does title fights on short notice? You tell me one champion that goes around handing out title fights on short notice. I guarantee you won't find one. You tell me one champion that you've known handed out a title fight on short notice. They don't do it. None of them does it. You know what I mean? So for that fight to actually happen the way it did, I know it seemed dead, but you got to factor in the short note. The short note is part of it. There, the weight cut wasn't really good for both of them. All of that stuff. So, and Chig says here, Wonder Boy is a great win on the CV, and that's true. It's a good name to have on the CV. Absolutely. You know, you have someone like him on the CV. He's a top 5 guy. You know, so a lot of up and comers are going to start looking at him, and they probably want some of that scalp. It's not fuck Chiesa yet. I think Chiesa will probably want to take his spot, or at least have his name on the CV if Chiesa's jumped him. I know last time I checked, Chiesa was in 6th place, so I don't know.
I don't think Chiesa's got the power though to hurt Wonder Boy. Like
He don't need no power. What did you not see the last fight?
yeah,
What
but
power do you need?
Doriano's strong though.
So's Chiesa. So Chiesa ain't trying to knock you out. He's one of the strongest grapplers in the division, man. He really is. Trust me. It's not even a joke thing. Like, he's that guy. He's been that guy. Let me just get through some of these comments real fast. Kelly says, so it's a boxing match. Shannon said he will go into MMA after. Very interesting. Mayweather Conor figure toy was too funny and Jake Paul's chain. Yeah, we got that to talk about in the current events. CM Punk versus Ben Askren in a boxing match. Who wins?
You do.
In a boxing match,
You do.
yeah,
You.
CM Punk wins. I wouldn't even back Ben Askren with a goldfish. I, I would I would I would even back Ben Askren with a goldfish, man.
Yo.
Yo, and Dante will back me up on that too. You know what I mean? See, there's
Aspin's
no
done
way
you
I'll do
dirty a
that.
few times.
Yeah, man. Dante says Usman KO'd Masvidal and Burns and broke Colby's jaw most recently. He's not boring anymore, boys. Come on, man.
No. But listen, Dante. He gave us Colby Covington. Yeah. Great fight. I asked Ola what I said. I said me personally, fight of the year. Stand and bang, fight of the year. Yeah. Then gave us Masvidal 1. It was a sleeper. It was a big sleeper. Masvidal 1 was a sleeper. Then they revived again afterwards. But it's them kind of fights. Yeah, and I get it. All I says you're fighting on short notice and everything like that. I get it. I get everything like that. But it's still he knew. I said to Ola, I don't think he would feel happy with himself. And Ola didn't understand. And when's the win? And when's the win? Ola was cussing me. Oh my god.
I did come back and take it back. I took it back. Not too long after.
Yeah, and then he said himself, I wasn't happy with that win.
Yeah.
I said to him, because when you see the pockets in which what the things he could have done, the things he could have done, I knew he wasn't going to be happy with it. Because I knew it. Because you could tell the fighter what fighter is trying to do. And then when it's there and they don't do it, you're thinking, wait a minute. You had that there and you didn't do it. You worked all the way for that. You had it there and you didn't do it. So when he came back and fought him the second time, I was kind of scared though, because you know when you give someone a second chance, a la Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, because all you kept saying is why have you given this guy another chance?
Yeah.
Why have you given this chance?
You should have done it the first time. Yeah.
Hey, let's get to the main event because we just rifled through the comments. I had to show them man their love. Everybody in the comment section had to show you love. Read out your comments, put it up on the screen. Please keep putting your comments in, and when we can get to them, we'll get to them. We've got some topics to rifle through. So the main event, Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor. We saw what happened with those guys. I mean, I was happy with the press conference. The whole build-up was great. I was happy to see Conor back. This is the kind of form that I like to see Conor in, and I thought the build-up was what I expected, but the fight itself, that's a whole different thing. Remember, I just saying about Shannon Briggs and Rampage.
Yeah.
I watch it for the press conference. The fight itself is a whole different thing. You know what I mean? It's a whole different thing. Talk to me about the fight, man.
How do you start? Conor started great, like out the gate. I didn't expect that. Bang, kicks, bang, just straight, right? But Conor tweeted something. First one to shoot. It's a dusty bitch. Well, guess we can call Conor a dusty bitch.
I think it says, hey, Chig is holding you up today. He says, Will, you're having a shocker today. From Carlos Condit comment to Stephen Thompson to now Usman is back to being boring.
No.
Marks.
No. Carlos Condit, how? Carlos Condit comment, how? You have what comment?
You were saying but you were saying how he's not really there no more and losing, and I was making a point for him that it was on a 3-fight win streak. You know, he knocked out he didn't knock him out, but
he's meant to knock out. People he's meant to beat. Like the people who he like when there's a test in front of him, it ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you now, it ain't gonna. No name us, you beat him, or people who are almost out the door, you beat him, easy. Let's put a test there in front of him and let's see how he does, knowing what he's like. But still going back to that.
Salute to my boy there, UFC fanboy. I'm also a UFC fanboy. You know what I mean? We both are. And he says, I hope
it's just happened.
Yeah, but he meant this. Then he came back and put this, but I had to put the earlier comment first, and then he came back and put this. So and he says he hope it doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't happen as well. But it will. We know how it will. We know how it will happen. Yeah, it probably will.
Dustin will go fight for the title, probably win it. Conor will fight Dos Anjos.
I don't know you though.
Listen,
I don't know you though.
Conor will fight Dos Anjos, will knock him out, and then they'll make the fight. Watch.
Bro, I don't know about
Conor,
Dustin
right?
just
What?
going to win. Dustin just going to win the title like that. Nah, bro.
Oh,
Ah,
I can see a bet coming up.
I said I don't
I
know.
can see a bet
I,
coming
I have
up.
to see. I have to see preparations, man.
I see a bet
I have to
coming
see
up.
preparations. I need to
I
see the
could,
camp, man. I need to see what
you
people
know,
are doing.
Dustin, my dog. You know, Dustin, my dog already. It's
Yeah,
my
man. Dustin, my
dog.
dog too. Dustin, my dog too. Look, I don't know, but we'll get to that when you know what I mean. We'll cross that bridge when we get there,
Listen,
man.
Allah.
So
Listen, Allah.
Cheek says Condit has been looking crafty and great.
Maybe for you, not for me. Does that make it much more easy? Maybe for you, not for me. For the Carlos Conde, I know, nah.
And why does the journalist in the pink jacket? If you've been watching that thing, that Mojihat thing, he's a staple in that now because he's there to remind Connor that he ain't won a fight since Obama. Bro, we've had 3 presidents.
Yo,
Obama, Trump, and now Biden. Bro, talk, man.
yo, when you deep it like that, you know.
We've had 3 presidents, man. Yo, like, that's why that brother in the pink jacket, like he's doing his thing right now, man.
No way, I didn't even think about that, you know.
Yeah. So look, the fight in itself, right? The one thing we did pick out after the man broke his leg, his foot was a balloon. Oh, shout out to Conor Max Stretcher. Oh my days. We got new people in tonight. I'm loving you guys. I'm loving the work you lot are putting in. I'm loving the comments you lot are putting in. Thank you very much for joining us. Conor Max Stretcher, he says his foot was a balloon. It wasn't there. I was saying it the whole night. But how many times was I? I couldn't stop saying it. My foot was a balloon.
You know what? The night before, when you were asking for our predictions, somewhere in my head, yeah, I actually thought the fight could end crazy as well. You know, it could end like a disqualification or something. Like I was thinking because of how angry Conor was. Also, Conor, if you see this, I don't give a shit. Yeah, do whatever you want to do to me. I don't care. Yeah, someone should test Conor. I'm betting he had a little bit of coke in him. I'm betting he had a little bit in him because how aggressive he was.
I seen a photo of him hanging around John Jones. I seen a photo of them two hanging out, man. Never put nothing past them, but you feel me? Shit. I saw a picture of them two hanging out.
I'm telling you, man. I feel like he was so hype the whole, like, even in the fight, like, and obviously you know coke numbs you, innit? So he probably was numb to. That's why he was saying Dustin wasn't doing nothing to him. On the floor, if you've seen the videos.
Look, we saw what happened with the fight. The way he broke his leg. I mean, Dustin was all over him. Like this brother said, the first one to shoot, like he was alluding earlier on, is a Dusty bitch, and then you go for guillotine. Like, hold on, bro.
No. He shot first. No, he shot first because Dustin rocked him.
Well, he went in for the clinch. He went in for the clinch.
Yeah,
and then to jump, yeah, he is. And then to jump on a guillotine. I'm thinking, hold on, Conor. We know your strengths, and we know jiu-jitsu ain't one of those, or submitting man ain't one of them. And we know the power in your arms and the ability to knock man out is your bread and butter. Why are you trying to squeeze man's neck out? A man that knows all about their necks being squeezed. Please tell me why you're trying to. Because at that point, that's when I knew Conor gave up. Because you weren't trying to knock the man out. If you're trying to drain out your arms, you're not trying to knock the man out. Not in my eyes. So in my eyes, at that point, he was done with that fight. And then he ended up on bottom. And we know the rest. You know, Dustin just rained elbows on him. Elbow after elbow after elbow. And I mean horrible elbows. But the way when I saw Dustin let him back up, I thought Dustin wanted to He wanted to teach him a little bit of lesson. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? Let me get you back up because we're gonna go deep here. I don't want to finish you on the ground because if I carry on raining that, I say Herb Dean. You know what Herb Dean is doing? He's getting close. He's getting close. He's twitching. He's twitching. I don't think Herb, you're gonna do it again. You're gonna do a Cruz Senior again. Let's see if Connor can survive this. So Dustin got off him, lets him back up and say, yeah, let's go. Them two goes into throw a thing, missed, and then next thing you know, foot done. Foot done.
Have you seen the things what he's saying now, Connor? They had a fracture even before he went into the fight.
Yeah. I saw that. Hold on, let me just go through some of these chats here. Bear with me, Will. Dante says, actually, I'll agree with Will about Condit. It hasn't been the same since he's done his knee against Woodley. And Chick says it may not have been the same, but you can't suggest Condit is on the slide.
No,
like
I'm not saying.
Will did after
God.
2 to 3 fight win streak.
Did
Yeah, man. Chick's on my side tonight, man. I'm talking about the win streak, man. The win streak means something.
Listen, I didn't say he was on a slide. I didn't say he's on a slide. I'm just saying when you put him up against someone who would give him a little bit much more of a challenge, he just folds. He doesn't give you like the Carlos Condit that he's beating people where he's meant to be.
I hear you.
5 years ago, do you think Payne would have stood with Condit?
Yeah, for real.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
I see what you're saying. Let me just get through this real quick. Dante says, I hope Mojahead finds out about Conor and John Jones. Yeah, that would be a sight to behold. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And Chick says in his veteran days as well, while he's still going through all these fights.
Okay,
Kelly Melia.
No one's taking your opinion from you, Chick. It's great to think that way, but I think different.
Kelly Melia says, what about the guy who bet on Masvidal and Conor McGregor and lost both fights? Yeah, I feel sorry for that guy. I wish football conferences was like UFC. Managers just getting it. Just get the first button stuck on them. Yeah, it'll be crazy, man. It'll be mad. Conor McStretcher, he says at least he kept his promise. Someone's going out on a stretcher, bruh. Will, what was we saying the whole night? The irony, the irony of this thing.
But he didn't want to go on the stretcher though. He didn't want to go on the thing.
Bro, the man didn't want to. He didn't want the thing to end on the TKO. He was begging for doctor stoppage.
But also, no. Let's do that perfectly. So after Conor rants and raves at Bruce to call it's a doctor stoppage. It's a doctor stoppage. Bruce did the best thing ever.
It was crazy, man.
Due to doctor stoppage, winner by TKO.
And Herb was out. Herb and Bruce was out like a flash. You know what I mean? But what did you look? What did you make of the whole?
Conor's a disgrace to UFC. Conor's a disgrace to himself, to the UFC, everything else that he stands for. Because the things he was saying after the fight.
Yeah.
I see if you pull it up at the same time as well.
No, why? Yeah, why not just put it out there? Conor on the floor, still chatting ways. Have some shit. Have some
He was chatting was. You know? Listen. I was just shocked because what's even worse is right. His wife, when your wife is in the stadium with you, yeah, she can't hear half the things you're saying because people are screaming all sorts. So. And then you get lost in the moment and wherever it is, and it's over and it's over. She won't like to watch the fight again. She won't like to watch that whole thing again. But this time, your wife's at home and going to watch everything you're saying when you're mic'd up. Your wife's in what do you call? What did he say? Your wife's coming to the after. Your wife's in my DMs. She's coming to the after party with us tonight. She's partying with us. I was thinking,
the little hoe. He did say that. He said that. He called her the little hoe after all of that. Say she's coming to party with us and all of that. You know what I mean? So, Yeah, man, that was crazy. That was wild. That was wild. You know, I don't like all that aspect of things. Once the fight's done, the fight should be done. Show respect, move on. You know, but these are the reasons why some people, after Connors had a fight with them, they want to kill him. You know, but
Nah,
that's
but he's always been respectful though. Win, lose or draw. He's always been respectful.
sometimes he is. This time it wasn't. This time it wasn't. You know what I mean? It is what it is. This time it wasn't. But sometimes it is.
Even
Just
when
this
he beat
time.
Eddie Alvarez, even when because that's the last fight he actually won. So I'm getting back to that one.
Look, but
He was respectful.
You know what? That's another way to look at it. But I just think it's too far taking promotion into you know what I mean? Taking promotion to that level. I know the fight's probably going to be down the line. There's already enough beef for him and Dustin to be able to sell a fourth fight. But adding Jolene to it, talking to Jolene like that I don't even know Dustin's wife's name. Onto onto Connor told
It's
us
Jolie.
that
It's
Dustin
Jolie.
is
Jolie.
Jolene. Yeah,
Jolie.
Jolene. I don't know. Along those lines, you know what I mean. I didn't know her name until Connor told me that Dustin's is Jolie's wife. You know what I mean. I was singing along. It sounded good. You know what I mean. Even though it was a little bit weak, it was a little bit rubbish, but look.
I'll catch you in the car. We're taking this to the car park. You're laying on the dude. You're going in the stretcher. You're going in the stretcher, but you take it to the
Yeah,
car
but
park. You
it's
don't.
it's it's crazy.
You
It's
don't.
crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look. Why not say his mad name still? Whoever that was, I think he's talking to this brother here. I like the baby face, Kamaru. You've got in your profile picture there. Salute to you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. And if you're just rolling in, if you're new, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button. Get us out there. Get us. You know what I mean? We need our numbers up, and we can only do that with the help of you guys. Now, we've done enough about last week's card. We're gonna rifle through um this week's card.
Yeah, but you didn't say the
Um,
points quickly.
oh yeah. So because I said
See?
you did the best out of everyone. Because I said I was trying to swipe. I was trying to swipe that like Tinder, man. Like come out of the way, bro. Right, hold on. So Will, you had 9 points this week. Me and Chick ended up with 8 points. Chick got 3 points for his bonuses. He picked Taito Ivasa for performance of the night. So well done to Chig. On that one, he picked fight of the night for the main event. It wasn't. Fight of the night was O'Malley. I picked O'Malley for bonuses, and you picked him for bonuses. So we get 1 point for that. And you get 4 points for bonuses because you picked
Whoa.
no, you get 2 points for bonuses because you picked fight of the night for Hardy and Trivasa and performance of the night for O'Malley. You get two because it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Right? And
So they
I
switched it
only
around.
so Chig is the only one that get the full points, 3 points for Taito Ivasa. I only get 1 point because I only chose O'Malley and Pereira. But Pereira didn't get nothing. O'Malley got fight of the night, so you get points from that. So I got 1 point, you get 2, Chig gets 3. So overall, you now at 104. Chig is at 118. I'm at 132 going into
You're
this week.
catchable. You're catchable.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there to be caught. I'm there to be caught. Now, we're just gonna do the main card here. Just gonna do the main card, right? Because I'm time conscious as well. So let's just fly through the main card,
Okay.
right? So we got Billy Quarantillo versus Gabriel Benitez, 145. Billy Quarantillo coming off a loss against Tucker, and he's got the 15-3 record. And we have Gabriel Benitez with the wins over James at 22-9. Both of these guys are fighting at 145. Where are you going? Look, I'm going Billy Quarantillo. Now, where are you going?
He last lost, right?
Yeah, Tucker.
Yeah. I'm going with him too.
Okay. Why not? So you were singing along to Connor's Madness. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? When that proper 12 is in your system like that, man. Yeah. You sing along, man. You know what I mean? Jolie's wife. Anyways, we move along. Uh, Rodolfo Vieira versus Dustin Stoltfos. Dustin is 13-2, coming off a loss against Dakar, and Rodolfo Vieira coming off a loss against Hernandez. This fight is happening at 185 division. I'm gonna go with Dustin here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with Dustin. Oh, Chig is picking with us, so I will be putting Chig's pick up as we go. So Chig is picking with us here. He's going with Billy Quarantillo as well. So I'm registering you down, Chig, on that one. So Will,
Dustin as well.
you're going with Dustin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chig, let us know. Okay, Chig is gone for Chig going for Dustin. That's also a full house. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next one, Jeremy Stevens versus Gamrot. Gamrot 18-1. Coming off a win against Holtzman. He's 30 years old. This is at 155 against Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens is usually a 145. Yeah, he's usually a featherweight, but he's putting on some 10 pound of muscle to come and see a bona fide 55er. With a loss, he's coming off a loss against Calvin Cater, and at 35 years old.
I'm going with. I'm going to go with Gamera. Gamera is the Polish guy, right?
Yeah, Mateusz Gamrot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, that's a full house because Chig is gone with Gamrot before we even put it down. So that's and the co-main event. The co-main event. Marion Renault
Come on.
versus Misha Tate.
My girl.
Marion Renault, 44 years old. This fight is at 135. Tate's coming in at 34 years old, 18-7 record. Marion coming in with a 9-7 record. Misha Tate coming off a loss against Raquel Pennington. And Marion Renault coming off a loss against Kierson. So this one here, I want to root for Tate, man. I really want to root for Tate. You know what I mean? She got the same namesake as my girl as well, still as my missus. But Marion Renault, this is her last fight. Like she's getting cut after this fight, and I think she knows that anyways. But she wants to make this a proper thing, and for that reason, and that reason alone, I'm gonna go with Misha Tate.
Why are you doing it on me right now? Why are you doing it on me? You actually had me thinking, how the hell is he gonna go for Marion? I'm going with Misha Tate too. That was I already said it from the beginning. My girl. So but you had me thinking for a second. I was about to draw you into a bet as well, you know.
I see what she put down there. I put you down for Marion. We know Marion's your baby, you know what I mean? So we'll put you down for Marion, man. You know what I mean? We know Marion's your baby, man. So if Marion if Marion's not your baby, please clarify. Because your baby is very open to interpretation. You know what I mean? We could make anyone your baby right now, bro.
Yo.
We got the power.
And I can't see it too, so I'm going with baby. Your baby, Mario.
Chicken killing me tonight, man. I swear to God. Chicken killing me tonight. Well, I said, dude, try it.
Yo, I swear
there's no 419 need. I'm crying, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Oh,
No, I put you down for me. She take, man. I knew who you was on about, man. I was just fucking about, man. You know what I mean? And Chiggy's already made his pick before we'd even got there. Islam Makhachev for the main event versus Thiago Moises. Do I need to rein out the record? Islam 19-1, Moises 15-4. And both coming off a win streaks. Both got win streak. You know what I mean? So I think you're going for Islam, yeah. You could, if you leave something to open to interpretation for me, man, I will chuck you over Moises'
I
side.
know.
Don't leave nothing. Don't leave nothing open to interpretation, man. You know what I mean?
I know you're just waiting. That's why I'm not giving you that.
No.
I ain't checking it out. I'm not checking it out.
No. I'm going with Islam. Chiggy's going with
Full
Islam,
house.
and it's a full house tonight. This is one night. This night is very rare, very very rare. So this is where everybody is gonna have to, yeah.
My performance. I'm gonna pick Fight of the Night. What was that? Jeremy Stevens, Camera.
Okay.
For Fight of the Night, and then Performance of the Night. I'll go with toss up between Misha and Islam.
Hold on. Are you leaving that open to interpretation?
Yeah.
I can just give it a toss up.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pick or not?
Toss up.
All right. So I'll come back to you for that performance of the night. Chig, when you're ready, you can throw yours in and then I can write it down. I'm going for Billy Quarantillo, performance of the night. Quarantillo for performance of the night. And I'm gonna go with Francisco Figueredo for performance of the night as well.
Wait, did I pick Francisco Figueredo?
That was in the prelims.
I was gonna say.
If you want,
I wasn't gonna pick him.
You wasn't gonna pick him.
No, I was gonna pick the other guy, but
Malcolm Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got similar record. I can do you a 10 on that one if you want. I can do you a 10 on that one if you want.
I hate when you do this. You know why?
Why?
Because you already got one in the chamber and you're trying to shave it off. That's what and I hate when you do that.
Nah, man.
Nah, we got next week. We got the week after.
So, performance of the night, Tate. Wow. Chig is going heavy on Tate. Oh. And no. Oh my God. And he's going full house on Tate. And FOTN. Tate v Marion. So Chig is thinking up minimum is gonna get a point if anything goes that way. It's not bad. It's not bad
Spread
strategy.
out amongst 4 people. He's spread out amongst 4. So he can get points from any 4.
So who's your fight of the night? Who's your performance of the night gonna be? Because we've got Gamrot and Jeremy Stevens. We haven't got yours yet. Yours is the only one we haven't got. I've got Figueredo Quarantillo.
Islam.
For performance of the night.
Yeah.
Islam. Okay. And that concludes our pick. That concludes our pick. Is there anything you want to touch on before we go?
Um,
Oh yeah, there's one topic that I really wanted to talk about actually. Um, Kobe calling out Dustin Poirier after
not only
Usman.
Kobe, someone called him out today as well.
Who? Dustin?
Nate.
Yeah, like Connor's got that rub that he gives to this fight. And it's not just him. Like with Usman. Usman beat Masvidal twice, right? And Kobe spent the last 4 months, 5 months calling out Usman. Say Usman's ducking him. This, that, and the other. So now Dustin's coming up for 2 fights against Connor. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, Usman is not good enough no more. He wants to call out Dustin now because Dustin's got clout. That's how I'm reading it. I don't know how you could be reading it different to me. So please, if you are, I'd like to know your thoughts on this one.
Is it Kobe or Nate you're on about?
No, Nate called out Dustin as well. That's what Chick just said. So Kobe yeah. Kobe obviously called out Dustin, and obviously Nate has called him out as well. Dustin's got all the clout. He's got all the clout, you know. So
that's why he's the man of the moment. Like, and Connor is the guy, right? Connor is the guy of UFC, and if the guy of UFC has been beaten by Dustin twice, then obviously he will be the next guy. You know, the fans will gravitate towards him next. So I think that's what's really happening.
You got the rub from him. Yeah. So, you know, for me, I don't think Kobe's got anything to bring to the table because Dustin's got all the clout. What's Kobe done since they lost? Beat Woodley. That's it. Dustin's had more fights since then. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? In that time, Dustin still had more fights. So, what is he bringing to the table? I think he needs to go and see Usman. If he beats Usman, then he's got something to bring to the table. Because by that time, Dustin would have seen Charles Oliveira as well. And if he beats Charles, these two they used to be former gym mates. So there's a story to sell there. But right now, there's nothing for Kobe to, you know what I mean? I don't see what he brings to the table. The only way that I'll be interested in a bout like that, in that bout, is if Kobe going to get the belt from Usman, Dustin wins against Oliveira. Now we've got something. Now we've got a storyline. We've got something that we can get behind and you know what I mean, and build up and what have you. So that's how I'm looking at it. But if I don't see that, I'm not interested in that fight. Well, I was going to wrap it up, and I think that's basically it for this week. Thank you for everybody that's joined us this week. Salute to you lot. If you're watching on playback as well, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and share the content as well. Thank you to all the guys that are new that's coming to the chat today. The chat has been lit tonight, man. Thank you to you lot, man. I can't thank you enough. Salute to you guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, and hopefully you're gonna see, well, not hopefully, you're definitely gonna see me on the next video. It's just about saying we'll see what happens with this week's card, and then we'll go from there. But until then, hasta la vista, salute.